Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul channel, and I do have a new topic for today. Before I begin, I just would like to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem. And some people I think have inspired me, hope they can inspire you as well. And I will have links below this video to their sites. They are Rabbi Yossi Mizrahi, Rabbi M.L.M, Rabbi Alon Anava, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rabbi Daniel Asser, Rabbi Michael Skolback, Jews for Judaism, Rabbi David Ashir, and Rabbi Ron Ruvain. As well, if you've never checked out this channel before, I will have a link below to my first video, which explains what M.L.M for the soul means, what it stands for, what I'm doing. So why am I wearing the mask? Because this video is about Purim, and I figured I would masquerade. Since people won't see me on Purim, I'll wish also everyone a Chag Sameach. So this is again from the weekly Parsha Insights from Rabbi Eli Mansour, and it is related to Purim, and I call this Sanctify and Elevate the Mundane. So the Gemara teaches that the Jews of the time of the Purim story were initially deserving of annihilation because they enjoyed the feast of that wicked person. The Jews of Shushan participated in the lavish feast which Achashverosh hosted, the feast described at the beginning of the Megillah, and for this they were condemned to death, until they repented and annulled the decree. What exactly was the Jews' sin? Why was their participation considered such a grave infraction that they deserved annihilation? In a different passage, the Gemara teaches that at this feast, Achashverosh wore the special garments that the Kohen Gadol would wear in the Beit HaMikdash. This is the clothing that the king decided to wear at this feast. The Gemara reaches this conclusion based on the Megillah's description of Achashverosh, displaying at his feast Yakar Tiferet Gedulato, which is the glorious splendor of his greatness. And the priestly garments are described as being worn, the Kvod Ula Tiferet, which is for honor and for splendor. For what reason did Achashverosh decide to wear specifically these clothes at the party? And what message was he trying to convey to the Jews? The lesson of the Big Day Kahuna, which is our priestly garments, is that we are to take the delights and the beauty of our physical world and elevate them by using them for sacred purposes. The Kohen Gadol's garments were magnificent, made with golden thread and the finest dyes, and they were used for Kedusha, for holiness, to serve Hashem. One of our most important jobs as observant Jews is to sanctify the mundane, to elevate the physical world by utilizing it in the service of Hashem. Adam and Chava sinned in Gan Eden by partaking of the physical world in violation of Hashem's command. And we correct this sin by partaking of the physical world in serving Hashem and bringing Him honor. This is the symbolism of the priestly garments. Significantly, the Gemara does not say that the Jews deserved annihilation because they ate at Achashverosh's party. Rather, it says that they were deserving of annihilation because they, quote, enjoyed the feast. They lost sight of their sacred mission to elevate the mundane, and they indulged for the sake of indulgence, purely for their physical enjoyment. When Achashverosh saw the Jews betraying one of their most important and cherished values, he donned the Big Day Kahuna as though telling them, quote, "You're no better than us. You're no more special than us. You indulge just like we do. You don't deserve the priestly garments any more than we do." This was Achashverosh's message, that the Jews no longer deserve the priestly garments because they no longer lived according to the ideal that the special garments represented, which is the ideal of sanctifying the mundane. And thus the Megillah relates that when Esther prepared to approach Achashverosh, Batilbash Esther Malchut, Esther donned royalty. She wore her garments for the sake of Malchut, which was referring to the kingship of Hashem. In order to correct the Jews' vanity and indulgence, she wore her royal garb for the sake of Hashem and not for vain purposes. With this in mind, we can perhaps understand the otherwise perplexing custom cited by the Mishnah Berurah, 695-2, that one wears Shabbat clothes on Purim, and he comes home from the synagogue to light candles and a set table prepared for a festive meal. According to this custom, Purim evening is like Shabbat. One wears Shabbat clothing and the candles are lit and the table is set, just like on Friday night. The explanation might be that Shabbat too represents the notion of elevating the physical pleasures of the world. On Shabbat, we enjoy fine delicacies and wear our finest clothing. But in an atmosphere of Kedusha, for the sake of spirituality and as part of our effort to uplift ourselves. This is precisely the message that was lost on the Jews of Shushan, and the message which we need to reinforce through our Purim celebration. At no point on the Jewish calendar do we indulge like we indulge on Purim. We do so in order to correct the mistake of our ancestors in Persia, to remind ourselves that the delights and pleasures of this world are given to us in order for us to elevate them and make them sacred by utilizing them in the service of Hashem. There is certainly nothing wrong with enjoying the comforts and delights of this world, of the world, but only if we are mindful at all times of the purpose for which we have been brought into the world, that we are here not to indulge but to serve our Creator. And I hope and pray that we will all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days and the rebuilding of our final and everlasting Beit HaMikdash. And again, I wish everyone a Chag Sameach, Chag Purim Sameach. And I thank you for watching.